So we're out here back filming outside. I want to film more videos in different places, different areas. I don't just want to film in my room every day. So we're outside. Look how sunny it is, man. Beautiful weather right now, beautiful weather. Hope it stays like this for a while. But today I wanted to talk about anxiety, and specifically my anxiety, because I've always had bad anxiety, ever since I started going through puberty and started being more self-conscious of myself. But I've still got anxiety pretty bad to an extent. Like, to the average person, you probably wouldn't be able to tell that I have like bad anxiety, but from what I go through, like every time I leave the house and stuff, it's not good. So I just want to explain like what I go through, and hopefully you can relate to this, and maybe this video will help you out. So every time I leave the house, every time I step foot out of that front door, I am feeling so nervous. It's hard for me. It's hard to just leave the house and just go to the shops, for example, to help my mum out, right? Because it's like that voice in your head, the lower voice that I talk about quite a bit. It's like, nah, just leave it, man. Don't go outside. Stay at home. Stay in your comfort zone. Stay in your room. Just film videos in your room, man. Why do you have to leave the house and go outside where people are watching you and it's awkward? But that's when you gotta not listen to that voice the most, When your lower voice is telling you, oh, don't do that, that's gonna be awkward, that's when you do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm outside right now. To be honest, to be fair, I actually kind of want to be outside. I'm actually kind of excited to film this video. But overall, like, I'd rather film a video inside, wouldn't I? Because it's awkward, there's people over there. I mean, they're quite far away, but there's people probably watching me thinking like, what am I doing? Sitting on the grass talking to myself, it's kind of weird. But you can't care, and I spoke about this in my last video when I was outside, the Deep Thoughts video. You just can't care about what people think, because they don't care about you, so why should you care about what they think? If you restrict yourself from doing what you want to do because of strangers that don't even know you, then you're never going to accomplish what you want to accomplish. But we're sidetracking here. I want to talk about how I am when I interact with strangers. From something as simple as bumping into someone while I'm doing the shopping and I say excuse me, or letting someone pass me like through the door if it's like tight. Sorry, I'm getting used to like holding the camera like this. Obviously I'm quite new to filming outside like this, so I'm still getting used to it. Obviously you can see my like hands in the shot sometimes. I gotta make sure I'm not doing that. There's a lot of people at the park right now, jeez. Sorry. So I want to talk about how I interact with strangers, or even people I know, right? Like when I interact with anyone that isn't like my mum, obviously, and like people that I live with, it's not good. Whenever I talk to someone, whether it's a conversation or just like a one-word exchange, like, oh, excuse me, sorry, thank you, my mind just goes all blurry, and I just zone out. I zone out of the conversation. Like, I'm not even like conscious, and I've had this for so long, and I feel like it's a coping mechanism for me. Like, oh, I feel anxious right now. I have social anxiety, so I'm gonna pretty much black out in a way, so I don't have to deal with it. And it's a subconscious thing. It's something I really cannot control. And obviously, the only way I can get over it is if I go out there more, speak to people more often, and that's the only way you're gonna get through things. Like, I have social anxiety. I have anxiety. Sorry for the background noise. I have anxiety, but I'm not gonna like blame my mental health. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh, I have anxiety, there's nothing I could do about it. Like, no, this is my fault I have anxiety. The main reason why I have anxiety is because for the last year and a half, I haven't been going to school. I dropped out of school because you know how I feel about school. If you watch my older videos, school is a scam. So I'm not out there socializing with people. Like, I probably had more confidence and better social skills, better conversational skills back when I was like 14, 15, when I was outside every day. You know what I mean? And now I feel, and this is the next thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about my personal insecurities. Now, obviously I've got insecurities about my looks still, but I want to focus on insecurities to do with my personality. I feel like ever since I, have been interacting with people less, I've drifted from all my quote-unquote friends less. I feel boring. I feel like I'm not fun to talk to. I went out to the cinema a couple weeks with a friend, a female friend, for the first time in 2 years, a year or something. And I was boring. I was just like, it was just like, we were just small talking the whole time. Like, oh, how are you? You know, like, any plans for the future? Like, it was just boring. Like, I wasn't even like bantering with her like I would have done like back in like 2021. Now I'm just boring. Like, I'm not bantering. And it's not even like a conscious thing. Like, it's not even one of those things I'm trying to act like all serious and cool in front of her. It's just like doesn't come to mind for me to joke. And I don't know if that is because I haven't been socializing enough and like practicing my, you know, sense of humor when I'm around people, or if it's something to do with stupid flies, bugs. I hate bugs. That is a fact about me. I do not like bugs. I despise them. I don't know if it's to do with me not going outside, or it's to do with me maturing. Like, maybe like I just don't find things as funny anymore. Like, I don't find much of a reason to banter with people anymore, and then I'm not being myself. Like, I don't want to have to like force banter. Like, if I genuinely don't want to banter in that moment, I'm not gonna banter, you know what I mean? Like I only remember me bantering with her like one time, and it lasted for like 5 seconds. And other than that, I don't think I really like bantered with her. It was kind of embarrassing. Like, I was kind of boring. And that really annoys me, man. I just like this whole anxiety thing, social anxiety, leaving the house, having to talk to strangers, having to talk to people I've known for years. Like, when my mum's friend comes around, like, I do that thing where I zone out and I'm like, oh, I'm looking all nervous. I can't even make eye contact with people. I can't make eye contact. I feel so like, I look into your eyes and I can't do it. I cannot do eye contact. I don't know what's wrong with me. But whenever I make eye contact, I just feel like I'm being a nuisance, just staring into your soul. Even if it's just for 2 seconds, I feel like a nuisance. And on my phone. But it's just something I've got. I can only make eye contact if I'm conscious of it. Like, if I'm like, oh, I need to make eye contact here, then I'll make eye contact for like 5 seconds, if that. But if I'm not conscious of it, I'm not making any eye contact because I just can't do it. Not subconsciously, at least. And that's another thing I have to practice. But yeah, like when my mum's friend comes over that I've known for years since I was a baby, like, I still can't like talk to her. Like, I just like a little like weirdo, like an autistic weirdo. And yeah, I feel like the only way to get over this problem, as well as practicing in social situations, is to also speak my mind, right? I've been journaling my whole life, not in the way that you know. Like, I don't write stuff on paper. That for me, like, I can't say it doesn't help me because I've never really tried it before properly, but it's just not something I want to attempt. My journaling is speaking out loud. Now, this is why this YouTube channel is perfect for me, because I can speak my mind and say what I please, and it really does make me feel better. When I got into arguments at school, when I got into situations at school that made me angry or upset, I'd always talk to myself while walking out. I literally talk to myself like a weirdo. Talk to myself like this. Literally like I'm doing to the camera now, but I'd do it to myself, no filming, no nothing. But that is what saved me. Me talking to myself, in a way, made me smarter because it trained the skill of being able to identify problems. Like I'm doing now. Like, you know, as I'm recording this and as, you know, as I watch this back, I'll definitely learn a couple new things about myself that I didn't want to know. I want to talk about Hamza for a minute. Obviously, Hamza, a big inspiration for me. I don't really watch him too much anymore because I just feel like I'm above like a lot of the self-improvement content that's out there now. Because obviously, like, one of the main strats to self-improvement content is to basically like repeat yourself in every video. And like, once I've watched this guy repeat himself like 2 times, like for over 2 years, I just can't watch it anymore. So I don't really watch Hamza that much anymore, but I'll never forget what he did for me. Like, he saved me. Like, if it wasn't for Hamza, I would not be making these videos. You know what I'm saying? But he said something in one of his recent videos, how to think or something like that. I don't know. Recent videos. This video's not going to be out for a while, so it won't be recent by the time this video comes up. But I think the video was called How to Think. And he talks about how, especially if you're like me, and for example, when you have social anxiety, you get these automatic thoughts where your brain just tells you you're worthless, you can't even talk to people, don't even attempt talking to them because you're gonna mess it up. And it's true. I get those thoughts all the time. I think to myself, like, automatically, no, I'm never gonna get over social anxiety. And then there's manual thoughts that you put into your head yourself, like, I like KFC, right? well. That's a manual thought that I've just put into my head. And Hamza talks about how we need to put more manual positive thoughts in our head to battle with the subconscious negative automatic thoughts. Like, whenever you get the chance, think to yourself, like, okay, I have anxiety, but we're gonna get through this. I'm gonna go cold approach that girl, but I'm not gonna get nervous. I'm not gonna mess up. And if I do mess up, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, we can do this. We are strong. We can do this. And those are the types of things we have to keep telling ourselves, because it's true. You can't listen to, it's the lower voice again. It's the lower voice speaking for you. And it's just something that we just have to break apart from. But it's very hard because your negative thoughts are way more powerful than the positive ones, unfortunately. So the only way to really beat those thoughts is to battle them with more positive thoughts. So let's say you have like 2 main negative thoughts every day, that you're a loser and you'll never get over social anxiety. Those are the 2 negative thoughts you have every single day. The only way to defeat those negative thoughts is to create 10 manual positive thoughts to battle with those. You're gonna get over social anxiety. You're not a loser. You're gonna work hard. You're gonna stay disciplined. You're gonna stay on track. You need to create these manual thoughts in your head to get over the anxiety. And I think that's everything I wanted to say. I'm gonna cut right here because I wrote a few notes down. I've written a few notes down. Let me speak correct English. And I think I forgot the rest of my notes. I just want to see if there's anything else I want to talk about. If not, I'll end the video. So yeah, give me a second. Nah, that was it. That was all the notes I've written down. I've spoken about everything I wanted to cover and talk about. As much as I am making this video for me to express myself and, feel a bit better about myself, it's not about feeling better about myself. It's just like speaking out loud about the problem I'm going through so I can have more of a conscious of it, so I can do more to fix it. But, as much as it is to do with me that making this video, it's also to do with you, to see if you can relate to this. And, if you can relate to this video might be able to help you, because we both need to leave our comfort zones more. We love being in the comfort zone, being all comfortable. But that doesn't help us. It makes us worse. It kills us. I have to force myself to get out here. Not as much today because, to be fair, I actually wanted to film this video. Like, I was actually kind of excited to film this video, but like a lot of the time, I don't want to be out here. I don't want to be filming. The more I film these outside videos, the less I'm gonna want to do it, because I do it all the time now. But it's just the thing, you just gotta force yourself. You gotta have the discipline. You gotta leave your comfort zone. The more you leave your comfort zone, the more, you're gonna struggle in the moment, but you're gonna get better. So one thing to take from this video is to stop listening to your negative voice. Think more positive thoughts. Listen to that higher voice, the voice that actually wants you to win. And obviously the more you do that, the more you're gonna improve, you're gonna get better, you're gonna get over that social anxiety, you're gonna accomplish more of your goals. Sorry for the wind. And yeah, that's everything I've got to say. Another long video. Like I said, I really want to make different styles of content. I really want to be in different areas. I don't just want to be in my room all the time. I want to, film outside, It's really like, it's kind of therapeutic out here. Filming outside, talking, sitting on the grass, like, it's nice. It's so nice, instead of just sitting in your room, just filming with a script, I'm filming these videos without a script for the first time, and it's nice. Obviously, I've got notes that I write down, so I have things to talk about. But I'm not filming with a script. I'm not relying on a script. This is good practice for me as well. So, hopefully this video has helped you out. Filming this video has definitely helped me out a lot. I think I've already learned quite a lot about myself and what I need to do to get over my own problems with anxiety. And yeah, if you did enjoy this video, consider subscribing, because I'm only going to make more videos like this that hopefully you can relate to. And yeah, just stick around, because, you know, I'm working on this project. This YouTube channel is a project, and I really do believe it's going to take off someday. So I'm hoping you can be one of the early subscribers that can stick around me on this journey and, you know, watch as I slowly grow. Anyways, thank you for watching as always. Take care and peace. Bye.